All right, well, good morning, everyone. Once again, my name is Doug Stewart. I have cleared the lines here, but I would ask for you to hit star six, please, on your end to make sure we keep all the lines clear for the call this morning. It is my privilege, and I mean that from my heart, it is my privilege to have the opportunity this morning to fill in for David Moses, who is literally said he was going to be in the air at this time during this call. He is doing a 4-day or 4-city tour right now, and he is flying to start that tour today. I would ask you to go to oneteamworldwide.com. One team, that's you folks online, oneteamworldwide.com, and you'll be able to see his travel schedule, his speaking schedule there in this 4-city tour that he has begun today. Again, it's my privilege to have been asked to fill in for him on the Go Diamond Focus call. My name is Doug Stroop. My wife Amy and I live in Arnoldsville, Georgia, and we have qualified as Black Diamonds in the compensation plan here with NZJ International. And it is always what a privilege to have the opportunity to educate a lot of people at one time. And it's very, very exciting for me as I sit here and I listen to all these beeps that are coming in, those indicate new people popping on the line, to hear the information that I have for you today. It's very exciting for me to sit here and listen to the introductions. As you can see, Vija International is on the move. We have people literally calling in from all around the country, so certainly a national call. Many times, because of our global expansion, this becomes an international call where we have people calling in from around the globe to find out, how can you guys go diamond? How can anybody go diamond? Well, it starts off with a vision. It starts off with a desire. Folks, everything is already in place right here with Vija International. Every aspect of success for anyone to be highly successful, it's already in place right here within Vija International. It's just a matter of you making that choice, making that decision that says, yes, this is the vehicle that's going to get me and my family, my loved ones, where we need to be. Folks, I'm talking about time freedom that comes with financial freedom. I want to talk to you a little bit about that today. I want to talk to you about some of the things that my wife Amy and I have seen early on, back in July of 2009, when we were initially introduced to this opportunity and to this amazing company with excellent products, tremendous leadership, all of those things we found out just in a short time. We realized this is the company that we've been looking for. These are the products that we desperately need in our bodies on a daily basis. This is the opportunity that's going to get us to where we need to be. It's going to allow us that time freedom, that financial freedom that I mentioned, to truly allow us to do the things that's on our heart, to be able to see those dreams and aspirations become a reality within our lives. And folks, it's not just us. We are not all that. We don't think highly of ourselves. We just saw an opportunity and we seized the moment to do something about it. Again, for those of you that are popping on the line, thank you for joining. This is the Go Diamond Focus Call. My name is Doug Stroop, and I have the wonderful privilege of filling in for David Moses this morning. All right, here we go. Some of the things, folks, this is a Go Diamond Focus Call. Let's focus on that just for a moment. How many of you on the line this morning, obviously I can't see hands raised, but you know, in your heart of hearts, how many of you on this call this morning truly have that desire and that vision to go diamond? Stop for a moment. How many of us get on a lot of these calls and we get the education and we get that energy and that excitement and we then possibly don't do anything with it? I don't know that. But listen, if you want to become, and truly if you want to go diamond, and you believe that Vija is the vehicle that's going to allow you to get there. And folks, we have got to put this into action. This is the final week of what we call our X Factor promotion. It has been truly amazing. I know if I were to open up the lines right now and ask how many of you have seen incredible things happen in the last 3 weeks, there's 3 cycles of this period 64, and here we are in our final cycle of this X Factor promotion. I know that there are many of us on the line that have taken advantage of this promotion and literally are seeing just crazy money on Friday after, right, all that has taken place. And you're continuing to add to that every cycle by those new distributors getting quadruple on their first order bonuses, and then seeing them become builders and continuing to build. And we're seeing people getting doubling, tripling, and quadrupling of the FOBs, the first order bonuses, and really getting into the profit mode literally within their first few hours of signing up themselves. And so it has just been amazing. We've heard some incredible stories all across the country of people that are taking advantage of this. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but there is passion. There is a sense of urgency, folks, because we are entering right now, we are in the final week of this X Factor promotion. Now, I want to share just a few things with you today on this Go Diamond Focus call. Some things that my wife Amy and I saw early on, and then as we began to do some research and we began to really dive in and dig into the heart behind this company, DJ International, here's some of the things that we found, and I want you to know today what you truly have in your hands right now. And I'm talking about from a product standpoint as well as from a business standpoint. We're focused this morning on going diamond. And some of the things that you can do right now, if you put action to these things, I like to say put some feet to it. If you can do that right now this week, here's some of the things that you have right now within your grasp, within your hands, that really, truly causes ZJ International to rise above every other product, every other company, every other opportunity out there on the market today. Folks, we have superior products. Superior products. And I'm going to be naming off a few things that Amy and I saw early on, and then again, digging into some research, some of the things that really jumped off the page at us and made us realize, wow, this is the opportunity we've been looking for. Folks, superior products, we are the Moringa company. What does that mean? Well, that means first to market. ZJ International is the first to market the Moringa oleifera tree. That is huge, and I hope you understand just what we have in our product line. All of our products are based on Moringa oleifera, which is the most nutritionally dense plant, if you will, on the planet. And we're the first to market. And we're a totally debt-free company. Always have been from day one, always will be, because of a man named Ken Brailsford. So not only do we have the best, superior products that truly do work, wow, that makes a big difference. Our products work when you put them in your body on a consistent daily basis. That's a wonderful thing, because now we have so many people that are getting healthy, but they're also obtaining wealth because the products work, and because we all, if you have a heart to help other people, you have everything right here within your hand to help as many people as you desire to. So, folks, we are the Moringa company. Let that sink in just for a moment. We are first to market the Moringa oleifera tree. We are debt-free. And, yes, we do have the best leadership. I'm talking about high-integrity leadership. Wow, that means so much to Amy and me. So much. There's companies out there that leaders have baggage they're carrying around with them. Our company doesn't have any of that. We have high-integrity leadership. We have the best track record in our founder, Ken Brailsford. He's the only guy to have successfully already done this twice and have both of those companies that are billion-dollar companies, legacy companies that are still in existence today. And I've heard him say this to my face from his own lips. And you hear it straight from the horse's mouth, and I love that because I've heard Mr. Ken Brailsford say this face to face to me and my wife Amy. Siege International will be bigger than his other two companies combined. Let that sink in, folks. I hope we understand today what we have right here within Siege International. He has a tremendous track record. The only man, as I said, that's successfully done this twice already. Both of those companies still in existence today. And now he said this is his third and final, what will become another legacy company. And it'll be bigger than the other two combined. I've heard that straight from the man himself. And he's surrounded himself with some of the best minds in the wellness industry. So I hope we understand that we have this superior products. We have high integrity leadership in Ken Brailsford and the corporate staff. But folks, there's so much more. We have a tremendous compensation plan. The binary system, in my mind, is absolutely best because we work together as a team. And when you enroll people, when you sponsor people personally, you put them under someone that's already there, so we're all able to benefit from the volume in that leg. We're really helping other people become successful throughout our team, throughout our organization. I love that aspect of the binary system. And yes, this is a wonderful compensation plan that pays very well those that work. You may have heard it said before that this is network marketing, not net play. Stop and think about that for a moment. How many of us on the line, including myself, how many of us have ever entered into where we're just kind of playing around with this opportunity? No, this is network marketing, not net play, not net casual every now and then. This is network marketing, so those that work are getting paid very, very well through our wonderful binary system and our compensation plan that truly does pay those for doing the work. Now, what is the work? It's simply sharing with other people. And that brings me to my next point. We have a duplicatable system. You've heard that being said over and over, a simple, duplicatable system. But what are we doing with the system? Are we piquing and passing and plugging? Are we piquing the interest of other people? Are we inviting them to take a look at information? Are we inviting them to sample the product? Are we sending them some information? Are we pointing them, sending them to our websites to watch videos? Are we doing these things to simply invite them to check out this opportunity? Many times I tell them, hey, I just put this in your body and see what it does for you. And I'm genuinely excited because I know people get great results when they just simply put the product in their body on a daily, consistent basis. But then on the opportunity side, how many people do you know out there who are struggling financially? Folks, there are people right now literally praying, searching for answers for better health and better finances. And we have the answer to both of those right here with MVG International. So, are we inviting people to check this out? Are we letting the information do the work for us, the tools that we have available? Are we using those tools to let that do the presentation, if you will, for us? Or are we just loading people's wagons and telling them way too much so they make a decision right off the bat and it just kind of turns them off because they think they understand, but they really don't? Listen, documentation beats conversation every time. Write that down if you're taking notes. Documentation beats conversation every time. There are people really out there that will stand face to face to you and will argue with you all day long. If you're trying to convince them of everything within Siege International is the best on the planet, there are people that will literally stand there and argue with you all day long, face to face. But if you show them documentation, you show them the articles and the documents and the website and the videos and all the things that we have available as far as tools go, there are wonderful third-party validation tools that we have available to us. Let the tools do the work, do the presentation for you. We're not in the convincing business. We're not in the selling business. Let the tools do the work. All we do is share our story, invite them to take a look at it. Hey, this may or may not be for you, but you need to know that this is available. You need to know about this. And I genuinely get excited to be able to share that with passion with people. Right? So we have this, as you've heard many times, simple, duplicatable system. Are we using it? Or are we trying to reinvent and do something our own way? I hope you're plugged in to this simple system. And listen, it's not just a system that's there, it's a system that also provides the training for you and I to follow that system. That's extremely important. We can have all the rules and the directions of how to do something, but if we don't read them, if we don't follow them, what good is it to us? We have the training to be able to know exactly how to follow this duplicatable system. And folks, I want you to hear this. All of these things are available and a whole lot more. I'm going to hit on a couple more things as well. But are you working together as a team this morning? And I'm just throwing out questions. I'm not standing in judgment of anybody. I'm not trying to put anybody on a guilt trip. I'm just letting you know some of the things that Amy and I saw early on and just made a choice to do something about it. Because the timing is incredible. That's another thing that we saw. And that was back in July of 2009. Listen, the timing is still incredible. It couldn't be better. Why? Because the company is continuing in just this early phases of true momentum. Continuing to grow, double-digit growth every day. The timing is excellent for you to continue to be out there sharing with other people, getting them involved in this opportunity that is the vehicle for all of us to get to where we need to be. Let me ask you a couple of questions. You probably know of many other things that are in your mind that I didn't even mention just now. Those are just some of the highlights that Amy and I see that we have right here in our hands with MZG International. But let me ask you this question, and I know most distributors are doing this on a part-time basis. But do we truly understand that a part-time basis that has full-time income potential? I hear my wife Amy say that to people all the time. You can start off and do this on a part-time basis, but know that it has full-time income potential. And most distributors are doing it on a part-time basis until they get to the point where they have matched or bettered their previous income at their job. So let me ask you this question. How many of you on the line today have ever had to say no to something because of this reason right here? I don't have the money. Or, I don't have the time. Or, I have to work. And I know by simply asking that question, there are most people on the line today that have had to say no to something for one of those three. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I have to work. And I get that. I understand. So many people plugged into the JOB. But do you truly have the vision that if you plug into the things we have available to us right here with MZG International, that this is the vehicle that will allow that to change in your life? Think about that with me for a moment. That when the time comes in your life that you no longer have to say no to something because you don't have the money or the time, or because you have to work. When the time comes with MZG International that you exceed your current income and that you can walk away from that JOB, look at the time freedom and the financial freedom that will give you and your family to do the things that are on your heart, that are probably up on a shelf somewhere right now, and you think, well, maybe, hopefully, one day, if I get around to it, or if something were to happen. Listen, you've probably heard this before, and I'll say it again, it's so worth repeating. In order for things to change, you have to change. And there are lots of people on this line that have made that choice, including myself and my wife, Amy, have made that choice to change, to plug in, to work together with our team of passionate leaders. That's another thing that we saw early on. Just simply training those other distributors that have caught the vision with us become so passionate and have become leaders. And now we're looking for new leaders popping up. I call it pop to the top. You have a lot of people that come along. You have some that are customers, some that are distributors. Let's face it, you even have some distributors who simply are customers because they're not doing anything with this opportunity, and that's okay. Again, timing is everything. But when the timing is right and something triggers, something clicks in your mind and deep down in your soul and in your heart of hearts, that nothing is going to stop you from reaching those goals that you have set, or that you have worked with your team or your sponsor and you've written out some goals. When that time comes, that deep down in your soul that you say, yes, nothing's going to stop me from achieving these goals, that's when truly nothing will stop you. And again, we know we have everything here at ZJ International to allow us to do that. So ask yourself that question. If you've ever had to say no to something because you don't have the money or time or because you have to work, think about this question. Who on the line with me this morning that has said that before, but now no longer has to say that? Because things have changed. Because you've made a choice. And you've been able to achieve 10 ranked levels within ZJ International that have given you that life-changing income. Many of us have replacement income, and that's awesome. That's wonderful. But many of us also have that life-changing income. And so now, you used to have to say no to things because you didn't have money, you didn't have time. Now you have both. And you no longer have that issue. Folks, that's freedom. That is freedom, and that's what we're talking about. This is the opportunity to give you that time and that financial freedom. So let me ask you this question, and I know the answer before I even ask it. Is there anybody on the line here that would like for that to change for you? Absolutely there are. Most of it's on this line. That's why you're on this line with us this morning, because you want that to change. But listen, it boils down to a choice. Do you truly believe that ZJ is the vehicle that's going to allow you to bring about those changes in your life? Do you truly believe that? Then let's put some feet to it. Let's do something with it. Of course, let me just go back. January of 2010 is when I officially started, along with my wife, and came on and said, yes, honey, let's do this thing. And we both hit the ground with our feet running. And I remember looking back at those numbers, and ZJ was around $10 million in annualized sales in January of 2010. That's small for a global growing company that has all those things we mentioned earlier. In January of 2010, around $10 million. But listen to this, by January of 2011, we've gone from 10 mil to 50 million. That was a huge year. And folks, we're continuing to see incredible, massive growth. By January of 2012, somewhere just over 100 million. January of 13, I think we saw somewhere around 130 million. I'm just going by some numbers that I've heard other leaders say. But right now, and this is important, right now, where are we? The last numbers I heard was around 185 million in annualized sales, and projecting by the end of this year, because we're only in July, $250 million in annualized sales. Folks, we're seeing massive growth. But are you seeing that growth within your own personal organization? If not, I want you to really take a look at this. I want to talk a little bit as I close out in the next few minutes about the X Factor promotion. I know, as I mentioned at the top of the call, there's a lot of people that have taken advantage of this, and rightfully so. I've been talking to some folks that have just come on board within the promotional time frame. Wow. Coming in with a bill or two, quadrupling their first order bonuses. Unbelievable. And I don't even like to say unbelievable, because I do believe it. Because I see it happening. Again, there are people doubling, tripling, and quadrupling their first order bonuses because of this X Factor promotion, and this has been extended. I want all of us to go back to that same sizzle call. You should have the number. If not, get it from your sponsor. Find out what can you do to truly take advantage of this X Factor promotion this week. And as I mentioned at the top of the call, this is the final week of period 64. We're in cycle 4 right now. Final week of period 64 in this X Factor promotion. So what are you going to do about it this week for you and for your team, your growing team, and new distributors as well as existing distributors to be able to take advantage of this X Factor promotion? It has been extended. New distributors can can also quadruple first order bonuses for those that they sponsored this week. To get all of those details, I want you to go back and listen to that sizzle call. Ryan Palmer does a tremendous job in laying it out for us simply so that we can all understand it as to the requirements to achieve the quadrupling and the tripling and the doubling for all of that this week, right? It's going to end this week, and those excellent, just crazy money that's on the table right now for everybody that takes advantage of the X Factor promotion. So again, go back and listen to that sizzle call. Ryan Palmer is explaining all of that for this final week of the X Factor promotion. We know that people coming in with Builder 2s or 1,000-point equivalent in their first order are still able to quadruple this week. Those that are coming in this week, quadrupling of their FOB. So now there's the new flyer, the supporting document there in your back office for all the X Factor rules. There's those charts right there you can look at, as well as I mentioned, the sizzle call. But think about this. What is normally a $200 FOB becomes $800 per person that new Builder 2 is sponsoring Builder 2s. There's incredible money to be made. And I know this for a fact. Someone I just spoke with a day or two ago came in with a Builder 2. It was on, I believe it was Saturday. First day of this cycle 4. Came in with a Builder 2 and brought in 4 people this weekend. And now says he's got a couple more coming in this weekend. So there's thousands of dollars right there back in this man's pocket simply for just doing what he should be doing anyway, and that is getting started, right? Pulling people right out of the gate. We have people getting into profit mode literally within their first few hours of business. But folks, you know, on those Builder 2 systems, it also is built in where you can create $800 more of income by selling the 32 4-day sample packs that come included into that system. I've seen a lot of promotions over the 4 years, and they've always been excellent. But I've never seen a promotion like this. So after this call, I want you to get back with your sponsor, and I want you to make sure that you are out there enrolling new people and allowing them the benefit of this final week of period 64 in this X Factor promotion. Now, I do have to tell you this. Dave Moses, when he called me last night to do this call in his place, he said there's going to be another coming up next period. Most likely going to be announced Tuesday night, Power Hour call, first Tuesday of every new period. There will be another promotion coming up. I truly do not know what that promotion is, but I know based on the Ken Brailsford and the corporate team and the excellent promotion that we're enjoying right here in this period, I know it's going to be excellent. It has not been announced yet. So, told me this, the best way for us to take advantage of the next promotion that's coming is strong in this cycle right now. Enroll people that can then be able to bring into period 65, whatever the new promotion is going to be. New distributors this week, as well as existing, will be able to continue to reap and enjoy the benefits of the promotions. They're all leading us up into this tour that corporates are going to be starting here shortly. I think they said 50-city tour that's all around. They're going to be in coming up. I believe that's August the 8th. I'm looking forward to that. You heard Hazel Harry announcing that early in the call. They're going to be going around doing a tour. David Moses, as I mentioned, top of the call, is doing a 4-city tour right now, which is why I'm filling in for him today. I greatly enjoy this opportunity. But folks, I want you to listen to that sizzle call. I want you to look at that flyer for the X Factor promotion details and take advantage of this X Factor promotion. Don't worry about what the next promotion is going to be. Take advantage of this promotion right now that ends this week. Finish strong. That is extremely important for all of us to take advantage of this, continue enrolling new distributors so that we can all take advantage coming into the end. Now, Friday night, I know this is going to be a huge week. I've even heard word by one of the legs of the organization, we could have as many as 10 new Builder 2s all in that one leg this cycle. Oh, I saw okay.